Hello everyone and welcome back to the Long Dark. It has been quite a night. And to some degree a very frustrating night, but I'm honestly just excited to be playing more Renowned Explorers, so let's get started. I was recording episode number 3 of the Long Dark, which will hopefully be out sometime tomorrow. And yeah, there was some things that went on. If you're curious, you can go watch that video. I describe what happens in it. I don't want to use this video also to do that. But I've gotten a drink. I've cleaned up everything. I've taken 2 Advil, and I'm ready to go. 2 Advil is kind of like a defeatist attitude for me. Normally I only take 1, but when I really need it, I take 2. All right, let's go. We are getting ready for our second expedition, and of course we do have this friendly crew here, led by Hildegard once again, our little magician. And let's see, do we want to do Mally Mystery? Rogue, Athlete, and Beguiler. We have the start of an Athlete. 2 levels there. Kind of a Beguiler, 1 level. No Rogue. But I think this is probably the way we want to go anyway. Although, we're looking for status over gold. Here's where the status is. Quick Thinker and Diplomat, we have both of those. There's our Quick Thinker. There's our Diplomat. Archaeologist, Tactician, we do not have. And being devious would be helpful. And plenty of status. You know what, it might be worth it to go to the Hungarian fort. If the game tells you that devious is the way to go, then you can make the assumption that the enemies are either going to be aggressive, because that's what devious is good against, or devious, because then you're moot. You assume that the enemies are not going to be friendly, because if they were friendly, then they wouldn't recommend you to be devious. So I'm going to make the assumption that most of the enemies here are going to be either devious or aggressive. And as a friendly crew, if they're devious, that's great, because devious is bad against friendly. If they're aggressive, then we're in a little bit of a pickle. But it's probably okay. I think we figure it out. Let's do this one just for the status. I think that's important. We're going to want as much status as we can get. Yeah, well, let's do it. It's a little bit of a weird choice, but hey, why not be a little weird? One of the cats decided to take this moment to exit the room, which is a little suspicious. Oh, that's interesting. 1 second. My recording software is claiming that it is being overloaded by something. I wonder why that would be. There should not be anything going on that would take processing power from that. You should be fine. What's wrong with you? I don't know. Computer was very unhappy briefly. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. So there may have been a little jerk there in the recording as it struggled to keep up for some reason. Hopefully that's the last time that happens. The Hungarian Forest. With the details provided by Lady Valduva, you must be able to find the secret fort, which used to be an alchemy laboratory. Time to go. And there's our destination, and look at that, status galore already. Retriever of treasure, should be easy to get. Collector of collect, okay, we'll see what we can do here. There is some collect here, and a cultural challenge. Diplomat or archaeologist? Archaeologist we're short on, but we do have the diplomat, let's hope. A diplomatic approach might yield something. Well, let's negotiate with this merchant. Little worried there for a second, but it worked out. Some campaign and some collect. Excellent. And we have an encounter here with something odd. Let's take a look. A group of hunters. We're looking to hunt a vicious wild wolf known as the Beast. If you want our protection or our help hunting him, you must show us what you're worth. Okay. Hopefully they don't mind us being friendly to him. Okay, now it looks like we'd get more rewards for being aggressive, but, you know, 3 instead of 4 for being friendly. I'll take it. Not too shabby. Now we do have a skill here for Mood Switcher, and they are going to be aggressive, which is good against friendly, so we do have to worry about that a little bit. Let's see, what do we want to do? How does this wolf feel if we try to be friendly to him? Decent, okay. They have pretty good resistance to excited. No resistance to impress. And how is their armor? Good magic resist, low armor, but the beast hunters are the opposite. They have a low speech defense, but higher armor. Okay, good to know. So maybe hitting this guy with a broom would be preferable. Yeah, there we go. Boom, gotcha. Okay, that puts us in aggressive, and then we can bring. Let's see. Let's bring Hildegard over. Hildegard cannot take out either of those. Okay, that's fine. We'll just be a little friendly to this gal. Wow! Very good. And then we'll come over here and finish her off with another friendly attack. And I'm doing 2 friendly attacks in a row here because if we do want to get Mood Switcher, that's going to be probably the best way to do it. Actually, we probably should do 2 devious attacks and then go back to friendly. Would probably be the easier way to do it, but we're already started on this route. We'll see what we can do. So here, of course, we're already running into the problem that I mentioned, which is if we are against aggressive opponents, we are going to take quite a bit of damage. But that miss was nice. Not complaining about that. All right, party time. Not going to do much. Party time. Also not going to do much. Okay, let's cheer Pedrino first. Pedrino. I got it right. Or very close, at least. Couldn't quite take her out. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate, that. Turns out that she's actually a little bit stronger than the wolves are. She has 38 speech and 22 physical. The wolves only have 13 and 20, so we'll take her out first. I am reluctant to switch to friendly right now. Well, we're going to take 2 attacks next turn, so let's stay in aggressive. And hope both wolves don't attack Hildegard. They're going to. Poor Hildegard. Alright, well there's our first resolve down. Very unfortunate. We'll just finish this off, and we are going to finish it off aggressively. There was no chance of us really getting Mood Switcher without probably losing even more than we already have. There we go. That's okay, 17-4. We're still doing pretty well. And we do get the extra reward, and the hunters respect our strength. They're impressed. Maybe you can defeat the beast. Take this flare gun. It will scare off most of his pack. Okay. Very good. Let's continue. Another encounter here, and more status to be gained. So let's go this way. Some cultists have found a load of rare truffles. All right. Now, these are the enemies in this area that are devious, so we should be very good against them as a friendly crew. We're just going to have trouble against those aggressive attackers. Fortunately, the boss of this area is devious, so that will make it quite easy. In theory. Hopefully I don't say that and then have trouble. That was kind of a misclick, but you know what? I'll take it. I didn't actually mean to attack yet. I wanted to let Hildegard come over here first and use an impress attack on him to lower his speech defense. And in fact, that would have been really nice if we could have done that. But we didn't. I guess why we? Like, you guys didn't do anything. I'm just, you know, I am projecting my problem there onto all of us as a group to make myself feel better, I guess. Although it's a thing that I see a lot of YouTubers do is refer to themselves in the royal we as they are recording. It sort of promotes a sense of community, right? So I don't know. I think it's okay. We do have an emotion spreader achievement here to have 3 people impressed. We might be able to manage that. In fact, I think we can manage it right now. There's one more, so that's 2 already. Then we can bring Hildegard over and hit this one for the last one, hopefully. There we go. Nice. Yeah, Drinho can't hit any of them, so let's just heal Hildegard up and give her an excited buff. She didn't need the healing, but she probably will after this turn. Nope, looks like Hojo's gonna get attacked. That's okay. We're not real scared of the devious teams. Okay, let's see here. Just show them a magic trick. I mean, they're cultists, right? They firmly believe in miracles, probably, or some sort of some sort of acts of God or a god, I would assume. Like, are there cults that aren't religious? I'm actually not sure. That's an interesting question. Are there non-religious cults, or are cults by definition religious? I'm not sure. I think you can have a cult that's not religious. I think you can. I don't know. That's something I have to look up. I think regardless, most people would agree that the majority of cults are in fact religious. It's just the only thing that apparently differentiates whether something really what probably differentiates what's a cult and what's a legitimate organization is just how you view it. If you view it to be bad or even evil, if you're really going to go out there, then it's probably a cult. And if you view it to be something that's good or mandated or at the very least positive, then you're probably not going to refer to it as a cult. It would be either a group or an organization or even a religion, depending on your point of view. So that's very interesting. Yeah, probably. Even though I'm sure there is an official definition of what differs a cult from an established, organized group that isn't a cult, probably in general people refer to something as a cult if they don't like it, and not as a cult if they do. I'm gonna guess that that's the way it goes. Ah, our little demon friend. Hello! If you make me laugh within 2 seconds, I'll give you something special. Hojo can do that. He is a quick thinker. So he thinks of a joke. It's always the same joke, though. Very strange. How do you get Hildegard out of a bathtub? Throw in the soap. While Hildegard doesn't think of it as particularly enjoyable, the little red guy is pleased, and we get a statue. This might come in handy if we decide to go to Shangri-La. We shall see. 8 campaign. Very nice. We'll take it. Each campaign token giving us 17 to 30 status and 2 to 4 research. Pretty good. Let's hope this is a diplomat challenge. Over an archaeologist one. It is a archaeologist one, in fact. Hildegard has a chance of succeeding, and it doesn't say that we get a debuff if we fail, so let's go ahead and try it. 38%. Hildegard finds an old smelly sock that must have been from one of the cultists. Alright. We'll continue exploring, and Hildegard has leveled up. Finding that sock gave her some extra experience in hopefully not finding socks in the future. Cheer will add a buff that gives the target plus 20 armor and plus 20 speech defense, or Hildegard will also be affected by cheer, but with 50% power. And I think that's going to be the one we choose. I like that one. Okay. And our campfire. Let's see what we get. Brazilian blend. Choose one crew member to gain plus 1 collect and plus 1 study when spending insight. Okay. Now we already have a buff on spending insight on Hildegard, I believe. So if we were going to do this, we should probably give it to Hildegard. Don't need the resolve of the encounter right now. 3 resolve is a little low, but not enough for me to spend it on that. So let's give... Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. I remember. In a previous run, I made the comment that we should be careful if we ever group Drinho and Hildegard together, because Hildegard does not drink coffee. I'm pretty positive I remember that. I don't think that's just my memory playing tricks on me. I'm pretty sure I specifically made the comment that Hildegard does not drink coffee. Okay. Let me think about this. I'm actually gonna look this up because I think I remember this. And I want to make sure that I am remembering correctly, because I would like to give it to Hildegard, but if she doesn't drink coffee, probably a bad idea. Doesn't like coffee. Yep, I was correct. I did remember it correctly. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so we can't give it to Hildegard. So I don't know if Hojo likes coffee or not, but hey, let's see. Okay, Badrinho has brought in some coffee beans imported from Brazil. He's, again, very proud of that. Hojo is especially sensitive to the caffeine. If he was this sharp every time you spent insight, you'd have a better payout. Hildegard, again, doesn't like coffee. But Hojo says it tastes great, Padrino. I'm curious what happens if you do this, but I imagine they just get in a tiff with each other. And I don't really want to do that. So let's say it tastes great. Brazilian beans make fantastic coffee. You know what else is great? Everything Brazil. Steak, music, the white beaches on the Atlantic coast. Definitely not the Argentinian ones, though. They're very different from Brazilian ones, clearly. I mean, they're divided by that little fake line that people put in the sand. That doesn't actually exist on the planet, but we put on all our maps. I'm allowed to make jokes about that because I'm a GIS person, so maps are very important to me. But even I can admit that the majority of human boundaries are fairly arbitrary, shall we say. Now, some of them aren't. Some of them are based around rivers or mountain ranges or all sorts of things that do actually exist in the real world. But still, the decision that that river or that mountain range or that rock differentiates the land that one person owns versus what another person owns, more so than this other river, this other rock, is still fairly arbitrary. Of course, nowadays we just use little metal markers that we drill into the ground and then we can survey them and get a property line. I don't know if that counts as more civilized or less. Don't know. Padrinho continues to share his national enthusiasm. Hojo must admit it's kind of rubbing off. Padrinho hopes to have more time to chat about coffee and Brazil in the future. I'm sure you guys will. Alright, we have a nature challenge that could give some supplies. We do have an athlete, and we do have a naturalist and a survivalist, so actually we're good at nature challenges. Excuse me, I had to sneeze right there. Okay, yeah, a scout, and we do have a very good scout with levels of survivalist, so 100% chance. And we get 2 supplies and some collect. Ooh, doesn't quite finish off collector of collect. We're close, though. Empty node. What are the chances that's our hidden hoard? Probably not very good chance. We don't have an engineer or a rogue, so I'm reluctant to go there. So you know what? Let's try it. Nothing special. Alright, I figured. Not going to go down there for that. It's undoubtedly not our hidden hoard. Let's try to get some more supplies. Okay, 2 more supplies. Excellent. 5 out of 10. Should we go visit the village? Tactician, Beguiler, or Quick Thinker? We do have the Quick Thinker and technically the Beguiler. The town is ravaged. It seems that wolves were the culprits, and you wonder what terrifying beast would be able to do such a thing. Let's go look in the granary. We want supplies, after all. You're about to enter the building when a wolf attacks from the shadows, and Hojo, as a quick thinker, can leap in to try to save the day. Come on, Hojo. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Hojo leaps away from the wolf with quick wits, and the wolf crashes against a wall. You subdue the animal, and you can continue looking around. Hildegard is apparently in charge of subduing the wolf. That seems like an interesting choice, but alright. You enter the granary, where you find a lot of supplies and some coin. Alright, push back up to 7 supplies. And 2 collect should finish off our collector of collect there for a couple more points. Mr. and Mrs. Davis, if we want to work on that, and a retriever of treasure. You know what? Let's go up to this witch challenge. Who knows? It could be another quick thinker challenge. Wolves. Clever technical maneuver may dispose of them. 43% chance? We'll see. -5 armor if we fail. That's not too bad. And we do not fail anyway. Get some more collect and some more campaign. Alright, another nature challenge. Possibility of supplies. We like supplies. Yeah, this is the exact same event we ran into over there on the corner. I've never seen that before, where we get the same event on the same map. Alright, back up to 7 supplies. We've gotten a lot of extra supplies throughout all of these different events. I'm very happy about that. Carrying all this stuff through these deep swamps sure is a burden. Who is athletic enough to carry it the last few miles to camp? Hojo can do it. Yeah, he should be okay. I just looked over at my other computer in the office, and it just blue screened. I'm not sure why. It hasn't blue screened in a very long time. Huh. I'm a little concerned about that. 1 second, let me go manually restart it here. There we go. Hopefully nothing terrible is happening with that. Alright, moving right along. Let's go get some status. We still have 5 supplies, so it's okay. Oh, a epic encounter. Oh, the gargoyle statue. Okay, we don't care much about that. We've done that many a time. You find the remains of a cart attacked by vicious bandits. You will receive praise for traveling these lawless lands and get 1 more campaign. On the other hand, there's nowhere else to go, so yeah, I guess we'll go through here and then just go around. We should level up Hojo, though. Replaces the dire mood effect when shaken, which only gives 5 armor. Okay, so if you are friendly in a aggressive area, instead of getting minus 30 armor or 20 armor or something like that, it's only minus 5. That's interesting. That benefits the entire party very, very nicely. Peaceful Resolve. This training can now be selected. Hojo gains +6 speech when your current attitude is friendly. Well, that's pretty good. Wow. Okay, so a selfish buff or a team buff. But this benefits us every time we're friendly, regardless of who we're against. And this only benefits us when we are against an aggressive team. So I'm going to take this one. It comes into play more often. Alright. Go check out our gargoyle statue. Just wave high. And we're just going to leave. We don't need to do the code. We've already done it a couple times. And not a big deal. Okay, there is a option for a witch challenge here. And I am tempted. You know what? Yeah, let's go check it out. Oh, another epic encounter. We might wish we had that buff from Hojo. Through the dense swamp gas, you see a strange silhouette. In the distance, you hear a muffled scream. Let's take a look. 1 crew member must find a way through. Hildegard claims that it would be easy to get stuck in the thick swamp ground. A quick thinker would be able to escape. Hojo argues that the scream must be provoked by something terrifying, and a tactician may be the right choice. Of those 2, we have a quick thinker, so yeah, we'll let Hojo go. And he gets +10 speech on this expedition. Nice. He's very brave. Suddenly you see the strange silhouette. It's a grime monster. The cultists always make fun of me. Did you come here to bully me too? No. Hojo feels sorry for the monster and decides he wants to help him deal with the tyrannizing bullies. He's not a tactician, so we have a low percentage chance to make this work, but we can hope. Nope, not gonna make it work. That's unfortunate. While teaching the monster how to defend itself, Hojo accidentally punches him in the face. The monster roars in anger and now starts hitting you. The fight leaves him scarred body and mind. -10 speech defense and -10 armor. But he still gets the +10 speech, so I don't know. Maybe worth it? Okay, this fight I'm really concerned about. This is undoubtedly going to be the beast fight. I'm not convinced that we could win that fight. Being a friendly crew against the very aggressive wolf pack may be bad. But we do have the flare gun. Okay, let's try it. Let's risk it. Most of the wolves run away in fear of the bright light. You now have a small window of opportunity to flee, or you could try to engage the pack. A rank 3 encounter, or we could run for 1 campaign. I'm gonna try it. I do wish now that we had Hojo's buff, but that's just the way it goes. I wasn't thinking we were gonna run across this encounter because we haven't seen it yet. Ooh, wow, look at all the rewards for being friendly. That would be nice. Okay, what do we got? So there's the beast, there's his second in command, I guess. He's just a random brown wolf. And there's 4 of them here. Alright. Who has the most armor on our team? Huh, it is Hojo, even with the debuff. Interesting. Hildegard has the most speech defense by quite a bit. Okay, so if we're going to leave anyone in this corridor protecting the rest of our team, it should be Hojo. So that is good to know. These wolves have 10 armor and 20 speech defense. And the opposite for the beast. Okay. Interesting. That's somewhat unfortunate because Hojo is the one with the strongest physical attack in our crew. But we'll see here. Yeah, damage is not good. We're going to start with an aggressive attack. We don't want to be friendly right now. We'd be at too much of a disadvantage. Okay, we're going to use Hojo to take out one of these guys. There we go. And I assume Hildegard can't do much here. Well, she can get it to half. Oh, wow, that's actually decent if she hits. You know what? Let's do it. There we go. We rolled high. Very nice. Okay, that could make the difference for this fight. Now we only have the 2 wolves here to deal with, 1 brown wolf back here, and then the beast himself. And a very nice miss there on Pedrino is going to make things easier as well. Okay, the beast is still back pretty far. I'm not yet too worried about him. Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I want to do here. I was pretty impressed with the damage Hildegard could do with Try to Terrify, but Try to Terrify has a chance of going wrong. But you know what? Let's buff Hildegard up and see if she can get to the killing blow here, or the defeating blow with Try to Terrify. Very nice. All right. So then Hojo. Okay, and then switches us to Devious as well, which will be very, very good. And here, you know what? Let's start using some friendly attacks. I do want to go to friendly eventually, because I'd like to end the fight friendly. I just don't want to get into it too early, so that we don't take that big debuff. Okay, here's the beast attack. Hopefully Hojo can manage it. He does have the most armor on our team, so that was a good target for the beast to choose. For us, at least. And that 25 grit just came in handy on that miss. Alright. Now, the beast is half immune to Impressed. And he is weak to Excited. And we do have an Excited attack here. We also have Party Time. I could use Party Time right now. Wouldn't be the worst time to use it. Yeah, let's do that. At least we hit wipe out one of them. And then we can attack, let's see, we should probably heal with Hildegard, huh? Let's cheer Hojo. We did take this debuff, this minus 20 debuff, but we're gonna have to take it eventually. Oh wow, look at that damage. Okay, as long as we survive this turn, we'll be able to finish off the beast. Pretty nice. You should attack Hojo, because Hojo's the one who did all the damage to him. Yep, very nice. Is that wolf even in range? He was of Pedrino, that's no problem. As long as he didn't also attack Hojo. Okay, very nice. And we can just finish off the beast right now. And we'll go ahead and use an excited attack, because those are good against him, why not? Turned him into a puppy dog. We didn't get the efficient, that's alright. Your friendly approach has proven its worth. Look at all of those rewards. I'm glad we did this in the end. We didn't even lose any resolve for it. The beast has been tamed. It won't terrorize this area any longer. Hungarian children will hear how Hildegard turned the beast into a harmless puppy. I mean, that was mostly Hojo, actually, but Hildegard's the leader. She gets some of the credit. You also find the body of an alchemist apprentice. He has something interesting with him, some strange powder. Well worth the research. Okay, Hungarian mix. You know what? Plus 1 to 3 stats from campaign, or all crew members gain plus 10 speech. Wow, or all crew members gain plus 10 attack. You know what? As tempting as it is to grab that, because it's good for our campaign, plus 10 speech is incredible. It's really hard to give that up. That's what we're going to take. And Pedrino gains plus 6 speech while your current attitude is devious, or 1 collect when solving a battle friendly. We'll go ahead and grab this. I occasionally do use it. If you can start a fight with Pedrino, you can use one character to do a devious attack first, and then use the other character to buff Padrino, and then he can get a really, really strong party time off, especially with that +10 speech buff we just got. All right, let's head down here and go through these supplies, and hopefully we won't take too many debuffs on the way to the end. What's over? Okay. Out of supplies. Hojo loses attack power. That is all right. It's the speech power I'm concerned about at the moment, so that's good. This seems like a fruitful part of the swamp. Maybe a survivalist could find something useful. Padrino is a good survivalist, and gets a couple of supplies. Now, by the way, Ravelo did get some points for Treasure Hunt Spotter. We have not been doing very good on that. That will change as soon as we get the paper that gives us a free treasure hunt for every treasure we get, but we're not there yet. Hopefully soon. Okay, we do have 2 supplies, but we can't go anywhere else really. We can go here and then down and then down. Yeah, you know what? We can do that because this is 0 to go up here. Okay, 1 study. So that was just 1 study for being efficient there, which is fine. That's a good enough reward. The ruins over there must be the secret fort. Let's go. Cultists. Their leader seems to be the master alchemist herself. You come to disturb our secret occult fortress? You won't get past me. We probably will, actually. Chances are. Especially after we found that Hungarian mix. That will help us quite a bit. Alright, so, unfortunately they're not grouped up in a really good way for party time. I can only hit 2 of them, regardless of the position I put Padrino in. So instead, I think we'll just start working on some cultists. The more traditional way, 1 at a time. And there we go, we get that 25 speech defense for being friendly to a devious group. Now, the Alchemist does have a line skill shot that stuns all target instant hits. It's very, very hard, if impossible, to have at least 2 of your characters be in a line, but you can make it so all 3 are not. That's what we're going to do with Padrino here. And he is our strongest member in terms of AoE anyway, right now, so I'd rather him be the one who's not stunned. And there we go, just as I said, she stunned 2 of our party members. Padrino, however, is fine. And, you know what, they're not even actually close enough to really get to anyway. I can get to 1 of them. That might be worth it. Yeah, let's just go take out 1 of these guys. There we go. Convince them that we want to be friendly, and they should be excited about our cause, because we're excited about our cause, right? And honest excitement is a very good convincer. Convincer? Convincing tool? Yeah, same thing. English, right? I'm not even sure if convincer is a... You know, I'm basically positive, actually, that convincer is not an appropriate word. But, oh well, whatever. Okay, Hildegard actually can't do much damage here because he is immune to Impress, which I did not realize. So instead, we'll bring Hildegard over to deal with this cultist who is not immune to being impressed. Who wouldn't be impressed with little Hildegard? She's so impressive. If you watch America's Got Talent, I don't actually typically watch America's Got Talent, but there was a video floating around of a girl who was doing a ventriloquist act. A young girl. Looks kind of like Hildegard a little bit. Well, kind of. Yeah, kind of. And she was very impressive. I was impressed, at least. Very, very cool act that she did, especially at her age. Really, really cool. If you haven't seen it, just look up ventriloquist for America's Got Talent for this year. It's worth a watch. Alright, looks like we're going to survive this turn without a problem. And just finish off the Alchemist. We can't finish off the Alchemist probably because we do not have another character with an excited attack. So we'll let Party Time do what Party Time can, and then probably try to finish the Alchemist off with a 80% chance on a devious attack. There we go. That'll still let us finish friendly, it won't be a problem. Well, the Ravelo is up to 21 points now. That was a fast swing for him. Very concerning. With a huge amount of flattery, you win over the cultist's hearts. The alchemist blushes. Friends of the cult are always welcome in our cozy ruins. Please look around and take whatever you need to show to the world. This relationship with the cult is going a bit too fast for your liking. We're not quite ready to do that. But we do find an alchemy lab. Pedrino asks if Hildegard believes in alchemy and the powers of the occult. This is an interesting question for Hildegard. Is she a magician because she likes it as an act, or is she a magician because she believes there might be some power there? And I think Hildegard would say there might be some power there. She obviously uses it to great effect in her friendly attacks. Yeah, let's say there might be some truth there. That also gives us some campaign, which is nice. And the Secretum Secretorum, a famous book of nonsense popular in the occult. 20-25 status from secrets, or 2 secrets, or some extra resources if we solve an encounter devious. We might as well just take the 2 secrets. Alright, back to London. Let's see what kind of rewards we got. Hoping for a pretty good amount of research here and quite a bit of campaign. That would be what I'd wish for. Extra supplies from our paper and extra insight as well. Okay, how many status tokens did we end up with? 45. Not too shabby. Pretty happy with that. Look at that, 1287 status. Pretty good. Ravelo went to take care of the elderly when they finished the expedition early and got some extra points, but we're also going to get some extra points by refraining from doing 2-star expeditions in the future. Alright. We need to send a report to a city, and we do one to the equipment shop in New Orleans that has the specialty books in it. Those are going to be very important for us. Okay. Alright, we'll stop there and do the overworld map stuff next time. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like on the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more in the future. Check out my Twitter for any news or updates, and I will see you next time.